right here, we are looking at 5 laps to go. If you look in the sky, you can see it's very overcast and gloomy, and it's unheard of for Southern California. But we started in the rain, and at this point it's starting to dry up a little bit, but we're at 5 laps to go. So you may wonder why I'm in the back. I don't have a back cam, but I'm actually the last wheel. I was hurting a lot of moves are going that I had to cover, and it was really just Steven Salazar and I. So between us two covering teams that have, you know, 5, 6, 7 guys, it was difficult. So at that point I was hurting. So here I am moving myself up. There's Steven Salazar, my teammate, dedicated teammate. He's always willing to do whatever it takes to help me out. But he actually dropped me right there. You might think, why didn't you follow your teammate? I mean, that effort I didn't need to make. And as you see, this is the next turn. Look at that. I'm right next to him again. So I always say, you know, just because it's your teammate, you don't have to follow every single move that happens, because that would have hurt me, because I was already in the pain locker a little bit. So here I am screaming at Salazar to go. So he's going across to a move right now, which is I'm okay with, because I know that move won't make it. There's just too much going on. So here's 4 laps to go, and I'm just still making my move, trying to get back towards the front. And I have time, and I'm being very patient. So this is the downhill into turn 3. The whole field sat up, and this is a rock form guy. So I started to chase him up the hill just to try to keep everything together, but we end up having a gap. He's motoring, and I'm just not motivated to ride with him, because there's no way under the planet that we'll make it with just us two. So as I look back, I see another guy coming across, which is Hunter Grove. And as this guy gives me the flick to pull through, I tell him straight up, dude, I don't have it. I can't help you. So I pull out, and we're approaching 3 laps to go. Hunter thinks twice about it, and then he pulls through. So I get on the wheel, and now I see Sean DeRilio of KHS coming across. So again, I pull out, I let this guy come underneath, and I get on the wheel, because there's no need for me to pull right now. So that little group is falling apart. The rock form guy is still off the front, as you can see ahead, and then the attacks come. I'm a little over geared right here, and I'm pushing to get back on the wheel, and as you can see, I'm not doing a great job here. There's Brendan Gritters looking around, see what's going on, and this was a very, very dangerous move. But as you can see, I'm starting to get back on the gear right here, and eventually I did get back on the wheel. There's a downhill right-hand turn, a little tight there. SoCal cycling guy, a little over the top of me right there, but everybody was safe and fine. And there you see is another gap opening. So this is approaching 2 laps to go. My legs is telling me, Bahati, don't do this, but my mind is saying, stay focused, ride hard, don't give up. And you know, I pull out to see what's going on. I look over my shoulder, and there's a KHS rider, Fabrizio, attacking across to the brake. Brian McCullough sits up, which is his teammate, and there was no need for me to panic right here. There's a U-turn that's a little wet. They can only go so fast, so I didn't panic. I just used my momentum to take this turn very quickly, and because I took a great line, it gave me momentum to go up and over that hill and through the chicane. And as you can see, I'm getting closer to the wheel. I'm almost there, but not quite. This headwind is killing me. When you see me in the hoods like that, that means I'm digging hard. So I finally get back on, and I'm just gasping for air right here. So there's Steven Salazar, who had covered the brake, did a great job representing the team right there. And now we're at the bottom again, and this is an uphill, which leads to another uphill, and then a left-hand turn over to the finish, which is a good 2%. At this point, that's KHS's sprinter, and he's I think he's going to call my bluff right here. So there's the move is kind of going, the speed's up, and he sits up, and I sit up with him. You know, it's a point it's a time of the race right now that I cannot afford to spend a lot of energy chasing things down. So as you see, there were other guys who were excited about closing that gap, one being the Predator team. So as you can see, they looked really, really good. And this is 2 laps to go. No, I'm sorry, this is bail lap. So we're on Bell Lap right now, and it's a little congested, and we're going into this U-turn, and Predator has about 5 guys lined up. As you can see, I'm looking for the perfect line, so I pop inside, make sure I get around that corner nice and safely, and here's the push up over the hill. Predator's lining up again, and there's Orlando. He gives me a little thank you for letting him in, which I'm okay with. He's a very, very fast, strong finisher. So I didn't mind following him. And at this point in the race right now, with about a half a lap to go, I made up my mind that no matter what happens, I'm following this Predator team because they had their stuff together. I was anticipating the KHS team to really throttle it, but the Predator team really beat them to the punch. So here I am. This is last lap, and we're going down the backside, going over 35 miles an hour at this point. And I'm sitting good. I'm looking excited about it. And here you see 1, 2, 3, 4 Predator guys, but look, they shedded one. Now I'm down. They shed one. Now I'm down to 3, right? But it's really 2 because one of the guys is a sprinter. A little nervous right now, but here's where it got tricky for me. They lost another guy. So you see 2 guys in front of me, but technically it's only 1 because the guy right in front of me is a sprinter. So I back off, and I want at least 1 or 2 guys to get in between. And as soon as I said that, there it was. Brandon came in between us, which is a perfect wheel to follow. He's strong as I don't know what, and I know that he can ride strong and finish. So there's that last little uphill that hurts. And now these guys are going full tilt. And I've given them a gap because I have Fabrizio, the KHS sprinter, on my wheel. And I'm not concerned about these 3 guys ahead of me. They don't even really have a chance to win, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's just that the effort they made. So here I am, starting to sprint a little early because I didn't want the KHS sprinter to jump me. Going between these 2 guys, there's Orlando giving it his best shot. I can see the finish line. I'm thinking of Jorge, and then boom. Nice way to end the season.
Everybody put 3 fingers in the air. The sky's falling, the wind is calling, stand for something or die in the morning. Section 80, high power.